Hi, my name is Sherry, and welcome to fall. At least it kind of is. Today's the first Friday of Labor Day weekend, and as much as I love summer, because summer is my season, I love to be outside, I love to be in the water, I love to be in the pool, and I think it's going to be a pretty day. It was kind of gray out today, which in the end worked well for me because I kept thinking, I need to get outside, I want to get outside, I want to get outside. But I had so much that I needed to get done in my studio that when it ended up being gray, I got a lot done, some of which you're going to see now. And so you can see some of it on the floor behind me. I had a really long Facebook Live. I got a lot of projects done. So now I can kind of rest and enjoy my weekend. And hopefully that the weather's good. But you know, when Labor Day's done, then it's kind of the unofficial end of summer. I mean, it's still summer until September or something. But, you know, the days get cooler. It's still glorious. Fall's my favorite. So if I have to give up my summer, I'm glad we give it up for my favorite season. I'd hate to give up summer and go into winter. So, you know, it was nice of God to do beautiful if you have to give up warm to get beautiful, right? So welcome to my series that I didn't know I was starting. So here's what happened. You may know that if you follow my channel, we have a big demonstrator event coming up. Me and two of my girls, we have a Facebook group called Creating and Sharing the Life You Love. It's a mouthful, we know. All the good Facebook names were taken. So we have that group, and we have a demonstrator event coming up, not tomorrow, which is Saturday, but the following Saturday. And so we've been working on projects for it, and then it has a follow-up online demonstrator event for girls who don't live close enough that they could come. And then there's also a customer one. So we're still taking signups for that. And the projects are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. My girlfriends are really, really talented stampers. And, you know, we're doing, like, my stuff pales in comparison to theirs. So the projects are really good. But I've been so concentrating on getting the stuff done for that so we could get our orders in to get all the projects ready so we could cut all the papers so we could be ready for that, that I didn't have a whole lot ready to show for this, for my regular channel. So I went to Target last week, and you may have seen I made this little thing, and this is on YouTube. But I bought a whole lot of candy. I could like open a candy store, which is okay because candy's not my thing. If it has nuts in it, I can eat it, but sweet, not my thing. I can eat a little bit, but it doesn't tempt me. Like some of this stuff that's laying on my table, you come really pay me to eat it. I'm like, ugh, no. Now give me some potato chips. I could do those. Give me some peanuts, like that. I like the salty. But it inspired a series today when I thought I need to pump out some projects for my Facebook Live. So I pulled out all the candy, and next thing you know, now I have a series. I haven't even done them all, but they're all in my head. And you're going to see as the week progresses. I'm going to throw up a bunch of these really quick, fun, and they're going to mostly be fall because there was hardly any fall candy out yet at Target. I went to 2 Targets. Target failed me. How could Target fail me? But there was no Christmas candy out. So it's a fall series, fall and Halloween. But they'll be all quick projects that you can just throw together to give. I'll give you some ideas on ways that you can use them, and then some alternate ideas. So keep stopping by YouTube over this next week for a bunch of little ideas. Like today's is going to be super fast. And I would like to thank the major candy companies for working with us because the candy that's coming out, I think they called Stampin' Up! And said, how can we help you? Or Stampin' Up! Called them, or somebody. There was a partnership, or they were all drinking the same sugar water or something. So this one is already up, and this uses the little pirate duck, which and this candy is their M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, and I did need to get those packaged because, like I said, I can do the peanuts. But these are pumpkin pie, Highland heather, and some Granny apple green. So colored with blends, but this tutorial is already up. And if you are interested in our online classes, I'll put that information below. And sign up for that stops September 3rd. And then sign up starts September 4th for my free online classes. And this month it is the Harvest Hellos, which 2 of my packaging ideas that are going to be coming use that stamp set. It's fabulous and it works really well. And I would like to thank the Dove Candy people for featuring our couple from the Harvest Hellos, but I'm not doing that one today. But if you don't have a copy of the holiday catalog yet, you'll want to get it because it starts September 4th, and I would be happy to mail you one. Of course, I'm not going anywhere on Saturday of Labor Day, and the post office is closed on Monday, so it'll be sometime next week before you get it. Today I'm going to use the stamp set called Boo to You. This does not belong to me. It belongs to one of my friends, one of the other ones that is the fabulous stamper that will be doing projects. But when I went on my candy shopping spree that required a few stores because, like I said, it wasn't out yet, when I saw this, I am going to aim my camera down when I stamp, don't you worry. But this is our Hershey's Kisses. And, you know, who doesn't love a good Hershey's Kiss? Well, that would be me, unless they're the ones with nuts in them. But these are called Monster Kisses. So I will aim the camera down, and then I will put some little close-ups on them. But I think that Hershey saw our little Boo to You set and said, well, maybe if we make these in some Gorgeous Grape, some Pacific Point, and some Call Me Clover, those demonstrators will come up with some really fun things to do with them. So when I was at Target and I got these, I'm like, well, darn, I don't have the Boo to You because I didn't buy it. But my friend, she'd already given me a card that she made with it. Like, look how super cute is he. And if you're into Monsters Inc., like if your kids are, he is a good Monsters Inc. one. The other two are more monster-y, but he looks a little bit like Monsters Inc. So I said, can I borrow your stamps? Because I knew she had it, and she let me. And then, being the friend I am, I have stamped with him, and I did not put the stickers on yet. So when you see, let me aim the camera down. There's no stickers on them. This is always nice and jerky. Get it down here. And then I made this a super quick project because my thought process was twofold. One, if you want to make this for a lot of people, you don't want to take a long time, right? And I also thought you might want to make them with kids. You might just want to make a lot of them to hand out to your friends and neighbors. Or, you know, if you're just out and about in the next, you know, especially in October, and you want to just give them to checkout girls, to your waiter or waitress, just to put a smile on people's faces, that this would be a really, really fun, quick gift. Or if you're a demonstrator and you want to have a class, this would be a super good class to have because it's easy. So if you want to, I'll put close-ups of these on my website. So head over there if you want to see a close-up of these candies, because they are Monster Kisses. That's what they're called. And so they have little, like, monsters. The little tiny monster features on them. Like, not whole monsters. Like monster teeth, monster eyeballs, monster eyelashes. But the best part is they say yikes and creepy and eek instead of kisses on the little kiss tabs. So there's 3 colors of the kisses, and we have 3 monsters to work with. It was perfect. It was like meant to be. I'm sure there was a partnership somewhere. My table's still kind of dirty because like I said, I literally just did my Facebook Live. So this, all you're going to need for this is white cardstock. Just plain old Whisper White. And this is 8.5 this way. And my hands are dirty because one of the projects you'll see later in the week, I use a sponge roller and Old Olive. So there's Old Olive ink on my hands. There's a little bit of Old Olive ink on my table. So you're going to take this. These are my watercolor pencils. You're going to lay it on your grid paper, or if you just have a ruler. This doesn't need to be any kind of precision measuring, but you're going to fold it at 3 inches and 5 inches. And then the end that you didn't measure, this is our tag punch. So just slide that in there. And this just puts a pretty topper on it. This part is really not, you wouldn't have to do that, but it just makes it prettier. And then, like I said, there's no fancy, it doesn't have to be perfect. And it would be better if I didn't have green ink on my hands, but it's not coming off until I do dishes or wash my hair, because I tried. Or maybe put some stamp cleaner on it, but then I didn't want to go stamp and have stamp cleaner that was going to smear something else. So just live with my inky hands and know that I've done a lot of stamping on this Labor Day Friday. So that's it for the folding. There's nothing super technical. You're just going to fold it like that, and that's it. So the idea for this, we're not putting anything inside of it. We just want a base to hold up our project. So we just want it to have the base be wide enough. So we're good. So let's see. I have the monster and the zombie. If you watched my Facebook Live, I did the zombie, and I already have the monster on here, and the little werewolf must still be in the package. So we're gonna go monster. This is our Memento ink. It's just a basic black ink that you can watercolor with. And it's gonna go off my table a little bit, but that's okay because my husband has too many vacation days left for this year, like way too many. Like he would have to be on vacation practically the whole rest of the year. And so he asked if I had any ideas for him. And one of my ideas is that he can take a day off and paint my table when I'm out of town at a Stampin' Up event because it really needs to be refinished and repainted. So, you know, all of this stuff that I let accumulate, which we kind of do that anyways. I stamp on it and then he eventually redoes it. So what I did was then I took the candies, and each particular monster has a particular candy. So our little green guy here, he has this green one. And if you look closely, it's Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo. So those are the two colors of watercolor pencils I'm going to use for him. So see, super quick. And kids love the watercolor pencils, so they could easily do this. And my cats are now fighting in the hallway. So we're just going to ignore them unless they jump on my table. It goes right along with our monster theme to have the cats fighting, right? But the nice thing about the watercolor pencils, if you don't have them, especially if you have kids that like to stamp with you, my nephews, they come over and the first thing they want to do is stamp, which is kind of crazy. Because, you know, when they're here, I don't really want to stamp. I'd rather do something else. But the watercolor pencils are inexpensive and really they're kid-proof. And even if they would do something to them, you just sharpen them back up and they can use them again. This one really needs to be sharpened. But you just add some color, and the kids can do it two ways. The kids can then add water with a paintbrush, just a cheap, inexpensive kids paintbrush from the craft store, like nothing fancy, like a 69-cent paintbrush will do the trick. Or if they're a little older, then you can let them have a blender pen, which is what we're going to use, and they just think it's magic. It's worth it to see the look on their face when they use the blender pen, or you can give them one of your older blender pens and then you can buy a new one for yourself. Or they can just color and just leave it as a colored in. Like they could color a little bit better, but I just pressed kind of heavy. Just lay your color down. And then you're going to take the blender pen. You're going to need some scrap paper. And then just make sure that whatever color you used isn't still on there from before. And then you just blend the color. That's why you want to make sure you're using a waterproof ink pad, because you don't want your black then to start smearing. And you don't want to fill in every last bit of area with color. And see, then you just drag that off, because you want it to look a little artistry. And if you look at real art, it's never hardly a solid color. Now here comes my husband. Let's just have everybody come in the house while I'm filming. So just kind of smear this all around. And again, I'm going to leave a little bit of the center open. Not a giant white smudge, but see right there, just a little bit where the light might hit it. That's it. We're done. Super, super cute. Look how cute that is. And then we just have to put it together. And to put it together, just take your snail. I just put one nice big strip of snail up here. And then just fold this over. Do it right underneath where that tab is. And then you want this to sit, because this is not holding anything. It is literally just a base to keep this standing up. So you can see your design standing up, which is kind of hard for you to see at this angle, but it's just, go over to my website and you'll see like them standing, and I'll do it at different angles so you can see it. And then you're going to take your little treat, and if you look where to put the stamps at. Remember how I told you they all have little arms? So they can all hold their appropriate little kiss. See? Everybody's going to hold their kiss. That's why I wanted them to be able to stand up. So you just take the little strip and try to get, some of them have words on the little piece all the way out. This one doesn't have any. Some of them you are lucky and you get the whole word. But literally just put it so they hold their candy. Just like that. And they just stand here. And you could give them to your kids, one each day before the week of Halloween, one each weekend. Maybe you could put, you know, a dollar bill or something in the inside. You could give them to your coworkers. You could set them on your neighbor's front porch. If you live in an apartment, you know, you could put them out by the mailbox. Give them to the kid's bus driver. Look at this little werewolf. But they just stand up perfect. These, my daughter was here. She knocked them all on the floor. So the tape holds well because it's just holding that little piece of candy to it. You could stamp the inside with something. You could put a little note in there. You could put a gift card. I don't know, McDonald's, you know, back when my kids were little, they used to have the, you know, the little dollar things that you could do. So that's 2 packaging ideas that we have so far for you for Halloween, for fall. This, if you're a big Walking Dead fan, have a Walking Dead party. This one, like I said, you could do these for Monster Inc. Those wouldn't have to be Halloween. That could easily be a Disney party. But there we go. Super, super quick. I mean, you can whip these together. White cardstock, again, it was a little less than 2 inches and then 8.5. So all of these have been from the one piece of white cardstock. And then that was the whole piece. I'm done now with what I could get from one. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get a lot of kisses in one bag. Some of the treats I'm going to do won't go quite as far, but this one you will get a lot of these because people are just getting one chocolate each. So this is a great little fun project. Plus your kids could help you do them. Super, super fun. So that's what I have for you today. Again, that is the Boo to You. If you're interested in taking our online class, the big one, then that you have to sign up for that one by September 3rd. If you're interested in taking my free online class with Harvest Hellos, that one starts on September 4th. But if you do sign up on September 4th to take it, which go to my website and you can read how to do that, then you'll get an extra project free. The class is free, the projects are free, and if you sign up on that day, you'll get 4 projects instead of 3. So everybody have a great holiday weekend. Bye.